Okay, guys. So today I'm actually going to teach you how to use the rower. Now, this is a video which I have been wanting to do for quite some time, and this is what I'm going to basically now today teach you. So, ideally, when it comes to the rower, there are a couple of points that we need to keep in mind. So, one is obviously setting the resistance, which is here. Okay. So, if you're using a rower as part of your warm up, obviously I recommend that the resistance should be anywhere between 6 to 8. Okay. So think of 1 to 10 as 10 to 100%. So keep the resistance between 60 to 80% if you're using it for the warm up. I'm going to set it at 7. Oh, sorry, 8. Now, what's going to happen is that you adjust. So this is probably, let's call it the foot adjustment pad. Okay. We need to adjust it in a way that the belt over here should line up somewhere exactly below the toes. Okay. So it comes below the toes because when you're trying to move your foot up and down, it should not feel restricted. Okay. So I'm going to set it up here, and let me do it on the left. Okay. This is done. Okay. Now, when you're doing the rowing movement, right, as a beginner, what you should be doing is that I would say that avoid using your hands at the beginning. Okay. Just basically try to understand how the movement with the legs works. Okay. Because when you're doing the rowing, we want to ensure a complete extension of the knee. Okay. Before we start using our hands. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, full knee extension. Once you've understood this much, then we start integrating the hand portion. Okay. So basically you push from the legs, pull from the hands, push from the legs, pull from the hands, and the drive from the leg has to be so strong that that should actually add to making things easier for you in the upper body, because ideally we don't want to put all the stress on the upper body, because most of the people, what they do is that when they are trying to row, they don't even complete the knee extension fully, and then they start pulling with the hands. Okay. So that's why rowing becomes very difficult and tiring if you're using a lot of upper body strength. Okay. So we don't want that. So we want to reach full knee extension and only then initiate the pulling from the hands. Okay. And as you basically start practicing the leg first and then the initiation of the hands, slowly and gradually it will start looking like one movement. So you'll feel like both the things happen at the same time. Okay. So again, you push from the legs, pull from the hands. Push from the legs, pull from the hands. When it comes to your how are you supposed to sit? Okay. So generally what happens is that if you're doing it at a low intensity, you just need to keep an upright posture and keep pulling in, pushing and pulling. Okay. So this is something that if you're doing for a warm up, you don't need to lean back a lot. You don't need to come in the front a lot. Just keep an upright position of the torso and continue rowing. But things start changing when we are doing it at a higher intensity. So let's say when I increase the intensity on the wheel and I'm trying to go faster and I'm trying to do it for, let's say, trying to burn as many calories as possible in about 5 minutes. Then what happens is that if you lean forward a little more and then you pull aggressively, you're automatically going to start leaning behind. Okay. So see how my torso position starts shifting a lot more as I try to go faster with a heavier intensity. Okay. So there might be different videos on the internet talking about how you're supposed to sit, but ideally the context always depends on what are you doing it for. So if you're doing it for warm up, you want to sit upright and just basically initiate on the push and pull. Okay. Push from the legs, pull from the hands. But when you're trying to do it as a part of the workout and you're trying to go faster, if it's not a low intensity steady state cardio that you're trying to do, so I may even program it for some people for, let's say, about 10 minutes. Okay. The target is to do 2000 meters. When I'm going to do it for 10 minutes at a moderate intensity, then I will continue sitting straight like how I would sit for the warm up. But if I'm trying to go as fast as possible in as little time as possible, then I will probably lean forward a lot more because if I lean forward and then if I push, I get a better drive, which helps me cover more distance very quickly. So that's how I would say. Now, a couple of other points that you should keep in mind is that when you're holding the handle, don't keep it too tight, because if you keep it too tight, your forearms will start getting tired. Plus, when you're holding the handle, hold it at your shoulder width distance. Okay, so shoulder width, not wider than shoulder width, just shoulder width, just so that basically you're holding in line with your shoulder joint. Okay, and keep it as, don't grip it really hard like how you would be holding a dumbbell. Basically, just about 60 to 70% intensity, so that your forearms are not getting too tired. Okay, and that's about it for today. I hope the video is helpful for you guys, and if there are any more questions, feel free to message me. Thanks a lot. Cheers.